Production wants Sierra to crash out. They're intentionally setting her up for a crash out. Nick has shown us time and time again he's not that interested in her. But you know what? Guess what? We're gonna send them on a date. The way they are doing this, it's not even necessary. Like, there was no reason to send them on a date. Like, they won the heart rate challenge, but of course, production picks who wins the challenge anyways. So they send them on a date where Nick, which I'm sure is goaded by production in some way to encourage him, you know, like, you guys, I mean, you passed the test, right? You don't want Alandria, right? You want Sierra. You should, I don't know. Closing it off would make sense. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie, or not the movie, but the show Unreal. Ever since watching Unreal, it came on Lifetime. It's amazing. It's about the production of reality shows, but it's like a show about the production, so it's scripted. So good. So good. It made me see everything differently in shows now. Anyways, I'm pretty sure they goaded him to do that, so he closes it off. Huda is not with Jeremiah anymore. She cannot crash out at movie night. How many people tweeted about Huda? How many people made videos about Huda crashing out at movie night? They were excited for it. They wanted to see that. That was something that they were looking forward to. We no longer have it because Jeremiah got kicked out, which is something that they can't control. So they said, okay, what can we do? How can we still give a crash out to the audience? Because you guys asked for it. You asked for it, and they will always deliver. They said, okay, listen. Sierra crashing out would not be as big if she's not closed off with Nick. She has already slept with him. There's, kind of getting along, but being closed off with him is very different. Her emotions are going to be very different. So to watch the guy that you just decided to close off with on the big screen in front of everyone after they both downplayed it to you, tell her she's the most beautiful woman he's ever seen in his lifetime. Say he's been wanting, secret admirer, exploration with you, acting like she does not exist to him, and also taking the shirt off his back after they kiss, even though he realized after the kiss it wasn't romantic. Yeah, they want the most composed to become decomposed. Okay, they want to see her turn into fucking rot on that screen. They want to see her go completely crazy, and that's what they're setting her up for. Personally, I don't want to see her crash out. I want everybody to be honest about their feelings so we can finally see love. I'm personally tired of the drama. He doesn't love her, unfortunately. Sad for her, but he doesn't love her. I'm overseeing him miserable and kissing her like he's just kind of there, because we already saw what it looks like when he's actually excited about someone. I want to see love on Love Island, but I can't even get love. Instead, I'm getting a 3-week long will they won't they situation that is wringing out my heart. I can't do it. So needless to say, nothing really happened this episode, to be honest. Olandria and Zach, no, get away from him. That is a man's man. Get away from him. You have a man. You have a man. You just need to look for him. He's literally right in front of you. Honestly, probably beneath you, because clearly he likes your toes. But yeah, they're setting her up to crash out. They are. And the best thing is that she's been composed this whole time, so her crash out would probably be very epic, and that's what they're looking for. At this point, they need to get something versus anything, which is love. But honestly, that's another way. I do believe that production they are Nick Alandria stands. I do believe that they see the fact that everyone is involved in this, including like sports teams, brands, and all that. They're thinking also revenue. So yeah, they're going to 1000% do everything they can to make this about them at Sierra's expense, which it sucks, which is why I just think that everyone needs to be honest about their feelings so that no one has to get hurt unnecessarily. But no one knows how to be honest about their feelings these days.
Alandria, just pretty and slow. Just pretty and slow at this point. She gonna be like, while he figuring his shit out, bitch, what is he figuring out? I told you to pay him dust. In every episode, here you are smiling in his face. He pulled you for a chat. Don't say nothing. Don't say a fuck thing. And you still smiling ear to ear for what? For what, sister? You're obsessed with being the second choice. I don't understand it. Even Zach, he clearly went and chose Amaya over you, and you still want to re-explore that. You were already the second choice. What is the obsession with being the second choice? Look at who you are. And then you want to go explore that man who's literally cosplaying and has big white shiny veneers. For what? For what? Elon gorgeous self is right there, my unbothered white chocolate king. He's right there. He's right there, and you want to explore Zach? Ew. I don't know, y'all. It feels like at this point Love Island is setting us up for a season where no one wins. Because who are we supposed to be rooting for right now? I'm actually so just perplexed at all of this. It feels like, and I hate to do this comparison, Sierra and Nick feel like they're being shoved down our throats the way Kayla and Aaron were. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care. If it's not Chelley and Sierra, I don't care about them. To be honest, I'm so glad Sierra asked that question around like, okay, are you actually mad because of your feelings for me, or is it your ego? We know it's his ego. We know it's his ego. He's just fucking possessive and jealous. He does not care that much. Let's be real. I feel like Nick closed it off because he's tired of the whole Elon situation. I don't even think it's because he likes her so much and yada, yada, yada. Honestly, I hate the way he downplayed that situation with Alandria so bad. I'm counting down the seconds till movie night. We all need to know what the truth is behind that situation. I won't lie, it also was kind of sad hearing Ace say, I feel like I'm just not good enough for her. Chelley, you have him right where you need to have him. That's my sister. I keep telling y'all, Chelley, you have him right where you need to have him. Because indeed, in fact, he is not good enough for you. I don't think any man will be. And that's exactly where you should have him. Yes, correct, sister. I won't lie, though. Chris kind of had me, like, on his side a little bit when he said he's putting in this effort and he's not getting nothing in return. Because Chelley, for sure, is icing him out over a situation that has nothing to do with him. Like her saying she don't want to have any type of individual chats, not with Huda, not with Ace, not with Chris. Keep Chris out of that. Girl, don't miss out on your 6'5" man, because now he done went to the Midnight Ballerina. And Midnight Ballerina is freaked the fuck out. Honestly, I'm so tired of her. I'm so tired of seeing this lady on my screen. Her saying, would it be better if I was ugly, was such a weird comment. I don't know how y'all are being apologists for her. She's so weird. Like, at this point, they need to give us the 100K and therapy because the girls are not going to have it. And they clearly will not go to therapy because something is wrong. And the way she can produce tears, like, quickly, like, it's actually so scared. It's so produced. I'm so sorry. Like, I cannot. And he's such a mature man because, like, the way he handles her is great. But at the end of the day, get rid of her. I'm so sorry. Him even saying he's going to take a step back, I'm like, her witch powers are reactivating. They're reactivating. And why does Taylor kiss like that? I know we've been talking about it for a couple of episodes, but it's like every time I see it now, it really fucking bothers me. Why do you, like, you can't open your mouth when you kiss, you can only, that's it? That's the only thing you can do? It just gives so grade school kiss. I'm like, have you never kissed nobody in real life? Like, what is up with that? Also, my heart really broke because why did Pepe shut Andreina down so quickly like that? I'm so sick. We needed it, Pepe. At this point, we need a mass dumping. I don't know how they're going to, like, figure it out. Taylor, Clark, boom, send them home. Austin and Jaden, boom, send them home. Alandria can go too, if I'm honest. At this point, go to Houston and look around since you want your cowboy so bad. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow, I guess.
Tonight's episode felt like nothing was happening and so much was happening at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. But one thing's for sure and two things for certain, Elon is soft. Because between how he got sunned by Nick and then was copping pleas and ducking smoke, blaming Sierra, and then how he got up and greeted Nick after they came back from the date, all while he was talking about how he was still going to pursue Sierra, and then the way he was jumping up and down doing jumping jacks like a cheerleader when Nick said they closed everything off? Be serious. What? You let Nick little bro you easily. And then when your bros from Casa Amor told you to let your nuts hang, you turned around and put them away. I'm confused. And honestly, he reminded me of that little boy from that cartoon Recess. The one that used to be spying on everybody, taking notes and snitching. Because when he went to tell Zach what Amaya said to Chris, and then he turned around and tried to pull Amaya for a chat. What? Elon just need to go home. And I love Amaya Papaya. But when he said that his little sibling was in Belgium, and she said, you mean in Germany? Now, I'm not one to know maps either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good with geography. But you should have just kept that to yourself. I love you, Amaya, but please. And I keep trying to tell y'all, Zach don't like Amaya. I want better for her. I want her to find her person quickly. And when Elon said that he felt like he was being ghosted in real life, I was confused because you know what's happening, but you can't take a hint. Talking about the last conversation we had, the last conversation you had was before the recoupling. You saw how Sierra responded when she realized that Nick was coming back into the villa. What else do you need? Do you need somebody to put it on a big sign? Do you need us to write you a letter and let you know what's going on? Like, what do you need? And Olandria does not like Zach. She doesn't like Zach. She just don't have any other options. And I'm not mad at her because you got to do what you got to do to stay in the house. But Zach is not it. I tried to tell y'all that Taylor and Alandria was going to start this nonsense again about wanting to explore each other. I told y'all it wasn't done as much as it needs to be finished. Fatality. Pack it up. Once Alandria used the words, not only when she was talking about who she was going to explore and Taylor was included in that conversation, I almost threw my phone at the TV. Because what are you thinking? I need you to put the crown on, Queen. Put it on your head and leave it there. And Taylor is absolutely breadcrumbing her. He is breadcrumbing the hell out of her. He really wants to be with Clark, but he don't want to lose the connection with Olandria just in case. And I need my beautiful black queen, my chocolate sister, to realize that and pack it up. And I know she can't hear what we're saying, but I need somebody to please send her a message through a pigeon to Fiji in the villa from me. And if we keeping it real, I feel like they only sent Nick and Sierra on a date because they were scared that Nick was going to try to beat Elan's ass. That's the only reason they went on a date. And Nick is tripping because when he said that the date was the thing that he needed to feel secure and sure about closing things off with Sierra, what? No, the last thing you needed to close things off with Sierra was Elan telling you what Sierra said and you feeling the pressure. And the fact that Nick was sitting there talking about he needed to kiss Olandria to be sure, while Sierra just told him that she was sure after she gave him a little bit of coochie. Meanwhile, he only lasted 30 seconds in it, is crazy work. Because rocking, knocking the boots wasn't enough for you to feel confident in this relationship to want to close things off? And then Sierra said, nobody makes me feel the way you do. And I was screaming at the TV, for 40 seconds? Is that what you're talking about? Come back for part 2.
Love Island episode 25. I'm not gonna lie, we seen some star-studded performances in this episode by my nigga Chris. But I'm gonna talk about him later. Why did I find myself agreeing with Ace this entire episode, bro? Because Shelly, why can't you take any ownership in what you've done? At the end of the day, y'all are supposed to be a couple. So even if you feel as though him and Huda's situation made you feel uncomfortable, you should have still apologized for the things that you've done to make Ace feel the way that he did. At the end of the day, a relationship is about compromise. Even if y'all both don't see eye to eye, y'all should still apologize for the way y'all making each other feel. And like, bro, I didn't fuck with the way y'all was treating Huda, and y'all know how I feel about Huda. I don't like how y'all was treating her, bro, making her feel like she was secluded from everybody. The whole time she was the one trying to reconcile the whole situation. How you gonna push somebody off who's trying to fix what they fucked up? Like, that don't make no sense. And I like how Maya was the one who tried to confide in her and try to make sure that she was still straight and shit, because it just shows you the type of person that Maya is compared to the rest of the girls in the villa. And I feel like the real enemy of this episode was not taking accountability. Shelly could not take accountability to save her life, bro. She ended up confiding in Sierra, and Sierra's just a bona fide yes man, so she was just agreeing with everything fucking Shelly was saying. And the whole time, Shelly was just saying a bunch of bullshit. Because if I put myself in Ace's shoes, if I send somebody home and choose you, I expect us to be locked in, regardless if we say we closed off or not. We are supposed to make sure our connection is even stronger than what it was before you left the casa and before I stayed in the villa. But at the same time, Shelly, you went back for seconds on Chris, and you're making it known to everybody that you and Ace are not closed off. So you comparing Huda and Jeremiah to you and Ace is irrelevant. Y'all both are not closed off as much as Huda and Jeremiah was, so that whole shit that you were saying was a bunch of bullshit. And like I said, bro, Sierra was frying me the whole episode. I didn't even care about her and Nick going on that little date and close this shit off, bro. It took 4 weeks to get to that point. But Sierra was pissing me off just for the simple fact that she was just meat riding. Like, she was just meat riding the whole time, bro. Meat riding Shelly for nothing. And literally, like, it just pissed me off. Like, you couldn't tell Shelly, like, oh yeah, like, maybe you should just talk to Huda about the whole situation, and then yada yada, y'all could be cool. Because now it just looked like y'all just a bunch of bitches, keep it a bean. The only reason that Nick decided to close shit off with Sierra, bro, was just for the simple fact that Elon was pushing up on his girl, and he didn't feel comfortable with that because he kept getting bitched, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Elon was jumping up happy as shit. I thought that nigga was sick as fuck. He just got his ball taken from him, and that wasn't his ball. Now, on to the real MVP of the episode, Chris. That nigga was hooping. He was hooping. He was saying some real shit the whole entire episode, bro. Like, Shelly shouldn't feel no type of way just for the simple fact that she made it known that she's not closed off and that she's still exploring. If you say that you're not closed off and you're still exploring, you cannot get mad at the actions of your other partner if y'all aren't locked in. You feel me? Like, that don't even make no sense. And then she's like still feeling some type of way about Huda, and the whole time she know that Ace and Huda don't like each other. So if anything was to come out of this, it's been 4 weeks, and this is the first time they've interacted with each other the entire time they've been here. Like, Chris was spitting because regardless, y'all should talk it out. If y'all don't see eye to eye, that's cool, but at least y'all spoke about like the whole situation itself. Y'all need to be able to sit down and talk like regular adults and stop being childish. When Chris and Huda was having that conversation at the end of the episode, I'm not gonna lie, he was hitting straight green lights. That shit was LaMarcus Aldridge 2K16. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was automatic. That nigga talking about something, how you gonna learn if you don't accept? That shit was ball game.
Ball game.
When Huda brought up the pancakes, I got PTSD. I'm not gonna hold you. I got PTSD. I got scared for Chris. I was like, oh shit, here we go again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Now I know this is Love Island, you're supposed to explore, but Alandria, going after Zach is just crazy work, I'm not gonna lie. And then Zach, you allowing all of this shit to happen while you have Amaya, everybody is rooting for y'all, and you're just about to throw that shit away just because Alandria is coming your way. Whole time, Alandria is going after everybody that chose somebody else over her, which I don't understand. And Zach, you chose Amaya for the simple fact that you feel like y'all connection was strong or whatever. I feel like it was just because you felt like Amaya probably was easier than Alandria, bro. I'm keeping it being. And now that Alandria trying to show you attention, now you trying to explore that? Like, what are we doing now? Now, on to my man Pepe. Pepe is not beating the milkman allegations at all. I'm gonna keep it being. Him saying he's picking Grayson over Andrina is crazy work. I'm not gonna lie, but hey man, he like what he like. I can't commend him for it. I'm gonna keep it being. This show is just slowly turning into fucking baddies, bro, and I don't wanna see that shit. We just gotta start sending niggas home who don't find no connections. This whole friendship island needs to cease to exist. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing people going around just throwing up random bullshit shots just because they can't find somebody they're connected to, just to stay on the island. And then, on top of that, we got people just saving people just because we're friends with them. That we're losing the plot. We're losing the point of the show. The point of the show is to find love and not to keep people around to just for shits and giggles. And I'm tired of that shit. And the reason saying that, bro, y'all know I love Alandria, but Alandria should have went home. And now we got Alandria and Clark and Taylor having a love triangle the whole time. Taylor talking about, so I'm still trying to explore. It's like this shit don't make no sense no more, bro. Like this season is just going slowly downhill. And I don't know what's going on. There's no saving this shit. Ever since Jeremiah left, I'm gonna keep saying, ever since Jeremiah left, this shit just went downhill. But we got a Discord. We had a watch party tonight. That shit maxed out in like 5 minutes with 300 people. If y'all want to join the Discord, we're talking everything Love Island. Just join up. Just don't be a dickhead, please.
Damn, when can we vote again? When the fuck can we vote? I have stuff to do. People need to get off my island. People are not getting my 100K. And at this point, I don't think anybody on there is getting my 100K. I think we need the 100K for being put through this shit. First off, I feel like they trying to shove Sierra and Nick down our throats. And it's really not, I'm not happy about it. I don't feel nothing. I feel like Nick only closed things off with her because he was jealous. Oop. Yeah, I said it. Anyways, onto this fake love triangle between Alandria, Taylor, and Clark. Almost forgot your name, boo. I want the girls in the villa on the island to stop trying to push Alandria to pursue things more with Taylor. That needs to be done. That needs to end. There's nothing there. Because when they do that and they get in her head and she still tries to do stuff and Clark clocks a little bit and eats that one little piece, the one little piece where she's talking about, oh, she always tries to initiate things with you, but you don't be initiating stuff with her like you do with me. That pisses me off because it's like, no, I agree with you, but why are you saying it? Why is it out loud? Why is it not a thought in your head? You're like, why is everybody seeing what we're seeing? Like, oh my gosh. And it's just it's so unfortunate. It really is, because what is the catch with Taylor? What is it, Alandria? Because I'm not seeing it. Not to be to this extent. I just want this to be done with him. Now, 2 things. I don't think Iris likes Alandria or Chelley. I'm starting to peep that. Sierra always agrees with whoever she's around. Okay, 3 things. Let me add the 3rd thing in. And y'all like to make Huda a victim in situations that she started the mess in. And she only seems to cry. 4 things. She only seems to cry when certain people check her on something. Because she don't be having no tears when Hannah had called her out. Right? And she's only in these predicaments because she's the one that set the standards and the principle of being the girl's girl and was calling women bitches for kissing her man that she wasn't even closed off with. But now that she's not in that situation and she doesn't have to abide by those rules, it doesn't matter to her anymore. And people aren't getting that. Like, I don't think Chelley is mad really about the challenge, because everybody's wanting the challenge, the heartbeat challenge. Like, people actually push it further all the time. It's how you came in and you started, and now you think it doesn't apply to you. Like, be for real.
I'm not gonna go more into it. And then she's purposely leaving out how Shelley said she will talk to her in the morning, just not right now, and spreading that whole narrative. And then she's trying to gain sympathy from what's his name, Chris. Oh, maybe if I was ugly, would have been better. Shut up. Just be quiet, like. And now it's getting real cliquey in there, and it's just like, what really is going on? It's getting cliquey because the whole girls go. This episode was kind of boring. Like, ugh. People on Twitter talking about, I hate that Shelley has me agreeing with Ace when it comes to the exploring multiple people and da-da-da-da. Like, Ace hasn't been having the same conversation every single day for the last 25 episodes about wanting to be open and exploring, and that's part of the game, and da-da-da-da. And I think he's only trying to do the seriousness or whatever right now is because of the competition that's going on. Especially when he was like, "Oh, I don't lose. I don't want to lose." Like, I don't think people are seeing that. Maybe it's the social work in me analyzing it even just a little bit too much, even more. But like, I'm seeing right through that shit. Like, be for real. Because if that man was not there, he still would have been open. Like, come on now. Either close it off or keep it on the playground. What are we doing? Lastly, Pepe turning down Andrena to stick with the Hannah 2.0. I will say he stick to his type. Shit. I need the next episode, though. I need some sparks. I need that voting to open.
Hi, hello. So it looks like we have one closed off couple out of like 7 couples and one closed off connection out of like 872 connections. So yay. Nick, I say this respectfully. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm not taking that seriously. You talking about you pressed Elon? You pressed him? That wasn't a press. Help me understand this. How can you be mad at Elon kissing Sierra, and feel jealous about that, but you kissed Alondria? Like, I don't understand. Like, men are so weird in that aspect. I don't get that. He need to stay in his fucking lane. I just don't really fuck with him. That's the part of this heart rate challenge got everybody just mad. I do not know. It's like, I'm like, yo, what show am I watching? Is this not just a challenge? I really do not understand what is the hoopla. I said this to Huda I don't know how, like 2 weeks ago. Closure is a myth, everybody. Alandria, closure is a myth. That's it. That's all. She's talking to him trying to figure out like what happened in 3 days that, I didn't have. Girl, it is not giving that. Fuck him. He said the same thing again. Oh, yeah, my head said to pick you, but my gut said to pick Clark. You have IBS, so I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. First, look at people thinking that Shelley ain't want to talk to Huda at all. That's why I literally said I'm not commenting on anything on Twitter until the episode comes out. Dead homies. I don't think Shelley really wants to be Huda's friend after this because she said like they could be cordial in this space, and that sucks. But hey, because I truly see both sides. 2 things can be true at once. Like, yes, it's Huda hypocritical because how she dealt with y'all with Jeremiah. I totally understand that, but also in the same breath, I said, a viewer at home, bitch, I said that she was deranged and fucking crazy for acting that way. So, with that being said, I have to say to Shelley, it is just a fucking challenge. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't see what's the big hoopla. I really don't. Huda, once again, being upset about a pancake. But this time, it's about Shelley getting 2 pancakes and she only got 1 pancake. Yo, like, I cannot. Like, what are we talking about? Huda talking about talking to Chris about the whole Ace thing. Yeah, if I was ugly, would that make it better? Girl. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Let's actually wrap this saga up. I'm over that already. Like, please, I don't even want to see this convo happen next episode. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nick and Sierra's date was cute. I do have to give Sierra her 10s, her flowers always. She knows how to have a conversation. Whether she's inquisitive, whether she's mad, whether she's a little bit frustrated, whether she's happy, she knows how to have a conversation. Because she had to ask Nick with the whole Elon thing, like, are you, like, is it an ego thing or is it a me thing? Like, is it because you really want me? Clock it, sister. And I'm happy they closed it off because I ain't gonna lie. If Sierra would have pulled out Fat Ma again, Lil C, the thing between her legs, if she would have pulled that out one more time just for Nick to say he want to explore, I was through. Because, girl, you doing this to yourself at this point. Okay, Alandria, okay. You keep saying I don't want to only explore Taylor. You shouldn't be exploring Taylor. Hold on, pause. Let's Red Octagon, stop that. Taylor shouldn't even be on your fucking mind. And it's like, I just want to just like, wake up. Amaya ain't hit it off with Ace. Well, Ace played, so I really don't count him. She ain't hit it off with Austin. Now with Zach K, he not really talking to her. Yo, Amaya, I need you in this finale. I don't know if you need to lock. I think Amaya just be locked in. I don't know with these guys. I don't know. I do not know what to see. But Elon seems interested, so let's just let's put something together, y'all. I don't know. Too many loose connections, bro. Too many loose connections. Now Zach K talking to Alandria. I'm not mad at that. It truly was her man first. I'm not gonna lie. I have been microanalyzing everything that Taylor has been saying, but this in particular, what he said this episode, he's gonna say to Clark, "You like she gives him the more just kick it and chill vibe." Oh, I see. See, this is what I'm talking about. He wants to kick it and chill and be a kid and have this like childlike thing about him. And when you don't really have that much convo to offer and you lack substance, you find somebody who allows that. No shade. Now, Shelly and Ace. I might ruffle y'all feathers. I see both sides. Now, with Ace, I get 1000% what he's saying. I totally get that. I just really find it disingenuous for him to say, oh, well, I voted Coco off, a girl who I had a connection with because I felt ours was stronger. No, 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 no. What had happened was you wanted Coco to stay. And I know if Coco would have still been in this villa, you would have been having your cake and eating it too with Shelly and her. So please don't let's all be serious. Stop. Take off the rose-colored glasses, y'all. Let's be serious. But then it's also like with Shelly, with challenges, you acting territorial, but you don't want to close things off, though. But catch this, though. Chris just said he's taking a step back because the whole thing with you and Ace. So, and he's growing closer with Huda. So, Shelly, you kind of down. You was at 2 minus 1. Now you at 1 connection. What are you going to do? I say that all to say this episode was kind of whack. No shade, Peacock. Love you down. But this was regular.
Shelly, sister, you're losing me. You're losing me, and I hate that. I hate that. 2 things can be true at once. Huda did too much, but also Shelly, you can't be more mad at the girl and then the guy. That is what really took me out. I was like, you don't have any? And then the lack of accountability. You got me agreeing with Ace. Control it. What was bothering me is that the fact that she just didn't want to talk to Huda. Talk about it and dead the situation. Like, prolonging it like that was just kind of unnecessary to me. And that's my problem with Shelly and just everybody in general when it comes to, I guess, Huda. Y'all skirt around instead of just saying what it is. Now, I can understand that you don't want to come off as the aggressor or an angry Black woman. I totally get that. But there's a way of communicating with somebody and letting your boundaries be known and, like, just have the conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be yipping and yapping and yobbing. And I understand why she said, you know what, tonight I don't really want to talk to you because I just know I'm already like activated. I'm not trying to like get any more lit, turned up, whatever. But the next day, just talk to the girl and dead the situation. Dead it. You talked to Ace 3-4 times. Like, have that same energy for the man that you have for the woman. That's my only like thing I can, I guess, nitpick at. And that's not even really nitpicking. It's just, it is what it is. Huda, sister, I know when you watch this back, it's just going to be a big learning lesson. I hope, and a big learning curve, because for you to say that you don't really have that many female friendships or just friendships in general, I hope this is just like a mirror to see like exactly how you can like maneuver through life, through relationship and friendship. That's all I have to say. At least she's trying, I guess, but she got a lot of things that she needs to work on. I want Taylor to leave Alandria alone. Just leave her alone. She's trying to get over the situation. You clearly do not like that girl. Just leave her alone. Just leave it. Thank you. I'm kind of proud. I'm not going to speak too soon, but I'm proud that she's trying to like build a connection with Zach. I did like when they were talking in Casa, she just wasn't giving her full attention. And I kind of understand her side too of like, I was going through a lot. I had like a lot on my mind. I couldn't really just fully like engross in the situation or in Casa, but now I'm trying. So I'm here for it, I guess. Sierra and Nick do not do it for me, and that's just what it is. I'm sorry. I think, and if you're a Sierra Nick fan, I'm sorry. I can't get on the club. I can't get on the boat. I can't get on the ship. I can't do it because it just feels too fake to me. It does. Even after they came back and they talked about, it's like, when I watch her talk about certain things, I don't know what it is. It's the influencer voice. It just doesn't feel genuine. I feel like I'm not getting genuine Sierra. I feel like I'm getting influencer Sierra. If anybody understands what I'm saying. Anyway, I just don't feel like the connection with them is real. I do feel like it's very physical. And since physical has come into the picture, it's more so like, well, we've, been physical with each other. Why are we not closed off? And that's just not how real world works. Like, just because you're physical with somebody doesn't make them their boyfriend, make you guys in a relationship or your boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, it just doesn't. So I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. And I still feel like body language wise, Nick's body language just does not give, like, even when the words were coming out of his mouth, I just didn't believe them. I didn't believe them. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that he has to be with Alandria. We already know that's clearly done. But I think he just doesn't, his ego has taken so many hits in 1 week that he's like, he felt the pressure of having to do something, because I don't think he could handle just not being picked or just not being like the one for somebody. And since Sierra is giving him all the energy, he's just like, you know what? F it. Let's just do the thing. And I hate that. My only thing, and I'll end it with this, is that I want Chelley to take a little bit of accountability for her part, because Ace was making a lot of valid points, but both of them are not. It seems like Ace wants to close off, but he's not really saying it. And then she's just kind of like wanting her cake and eat it too, and that's just not how this works. So I need everyone to grow up a little. Let's be adults and be mature. And if you really want to have this connection with somebody, then just say that, and it'll be that. That's it. Also, I feel like Chris is like so mature for this group. Maybe a little too mature for this group. And I think that's all I have to say about that. We'll see about tomorrow. I don't know. This season effing sucks. I'm so tired.